what to expect in coming 7 days. So this is a zodiac sign free reading. How does it work? Somebody asked me, how does it even work, zodiac free? Collective reading. That's how it works. You take it or you don't take it. You can scroll. Listen, so what coming towards you in coming 7 days? So I have 7 decks here. I will pull one card for each day and we will see what we can expect on that particular, day one. Now, no zodiac sign is for everyone. Now, when the 7 days start, doesn't matter when you see the video. If you see it after 1 month, 1 year, 1 hour, I don't know. From the next day is your first day of the 7 days. All right, you got the point? That's it. Let's start here. So this is for day one. Okay, for day one, we are checking the energy. Oh my God, the sun literally jumped. Okay, I am taking it. I'm called to take this. All right, the first card is coming up as a sun. So number 19 can be significant for somebody. Okay, you have some connection with number 19. A very happy day. This day is coming with a lot of success, a lot of happiness. You feel very free and abundant. You feel like on the cloud 9. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. Okay, yellow vibe. You might be going outside, some kind of partying, some kind of picnic. You are literally feeling very good on the, really, some kind of successful news, some kind of good news is coming on your way. Okay, so this is the energy I'm getting from day one. Okay, now move to day two. Also, it's a collective reading. If you want to book a paid private reading, only option is to email me at divinemothersguidance@gmail.com. No interaction over TikTok. Okay, so I'm pulling the card from the top. Okay, after the day of happiness, there comes the rejection. Some kind of disappointment. Okay, it can be that somebody is offering you something which you will not like. In some way, it can be a job. It can be a something, some kind of thing that you are not open to. You are more like in a kind of a phase of, after being very happy one day, you are in a kind of a phase like, maybe it's like you expected even more than whatever you got on that day, or something it feels like, or maybe in this day somebody gives you some kind of offer which is below your expectations. So you might not be happy, but the spirits are telling you that, you know what, rather than in this moment, accept what you get. Rather than looking into what you don't have, focus on what you have. Because what you don't have, it can be, you can achieve it. You have the power to achieve it later on. But for now, do not reject what you are getting. Okay, this is what it is being said. So day 3, let us see what comes in day 3. It's a collective reading. Again, I said, like, be careful. No interaction over TikTok. Only divinemothersguidance@gmail.com. Email address. King of Swords. Here it looks like you are on a very powerful situation. You are doing some kind of planning, some kind of programming, like lot of thinking you are doing on this. It can be a project, foundation making, or working on, some analytical project, or being very strong about something that, somebody gave you this, whatever the offer they gave you on second day, you are being like, preparing to set up with your boundaries and strong. You're staying very strong on this day, okay? But you in that way, I'm feeling like you are a little bit away from your emotions. You're being very dry on this, being very driven by the mind. So spirit is telling you to balance this. Don't be too much up in your mind. Feel the feelings. Don't be that so Kharus type, like it's like you're not feeling anything and you're being very emotionally numb. That is the vibe that I'm getting on this day. Okay, but be a little bit soft to the people around you, because I feel like people might feel that you are very disconnected emotionally from them. So be a little bit of careful about that. Day 4. Indecisiveness. Okay, so it comes with some kind of crossroads. You have to make a decision, but you don't want to make a decision. You are not sure with which way to go. The 4th day come with an indecisiveness, lot of conflicts of ideas in your mind. So it can be that you because you're being very logical, you are trying to be very logical, not trying to avoid emotion in this place. So again, it's a balancing thing. So don't be completely logical here, because the 3rd day is telling me like you feel like you are being trying to be a little bit stubborn in some way. I'm feeling like you are not trying to see other people's perspective. You are trying to make a decision based on your own ego and pride. To be honest, okay, you may get triggered, I give a fuck. It's like somebody's being very emotionally stubborn. So maybe the same thing carries on the next day while making the decision. Please be a little bit of kind to the people around. I'm feeling like you are being very stubborn in some way. You are not trying to see other people's perspective. You're being very strong with your own opinion. So that can be a day of a little bit of tough situation in a way of taking a decision. Okay, the card comes of a 4 of cups here. So again, that will lead to some kind of disappointment where you might be feeling like, again, it's like, I feel like what I'm feeling in this way, the channel energy, I'm feeling like you are pushing a lot of people on a lot of good emotions away from you. You're pushing people away. You are doing some kind of self-sabotage in this situation. It's like I'm feeling like being stubborn and being holding on to your ego and pride. You might push away a lot of things that you could have accepted. Rather than seeing like what the other people are not being able to offer, you are being more into kind of a what you don't have. So that can be a little bit of troublesome, okay? So the 4 of Cups came up again. So let us see what comes into day 6. Page of Pentacles. Some kind of a money, some kind of unexpected money, some kind of unexpected news, talent, skill. Yeah, pages are very unpredictably something will come, some kind of money, some kind of good news. In some deck, it's also a card of stars. So there will be some good news coming on this day. Last one, that's day 7. Five of Coins. Okay. Kind of a disappointment story here going on. So it looks like it opened very good, but this week can be a little bit of, the day 5th looks like a little bit of, I would say you might feel sad, you might feel, abandoned by people, might be feeling like, it's a bit difficult. It can be in terms of a little bit of sad news in terms of money or some kind of I would say not a happy day to be situation. However, what I feel like with the overall situation, because it is an energy reading, energy can change. Okay, if your day one's energy and day 2, what I've been saying in overall, this situation can be changed. I believe that personally, what I'm sensing, because this is coming with a sequence, there are things that you need to work on in this week. If you do the right decisions, this energy will change. So I would say in this week particularly, rather than being all logical and asking people to be logical and asking them to be doing the right thing and always try to push people, being stubborn and things like that, this gonna lead to some kind of disappointment in this week. So if this reading you are finding like what to do in this, I would say here try to calm yourself down, stay very calm in this week, try to stay not to get triggered. And when there are people who will be trying to not satisfy you with their, the actions, do not try to do any reaction and impulsive reaction or make like suddenly cutting people off or rejecting them and being very, I will teach you a lesson. That kind of mentality, I think you need to work on this week. This is very important because otherwise this week's action might lead to a little bit of disappointment in life. But again, this is a reading which is an energy reading, can be changed. If you control your action, energy changes. So be focused on what the other people's limitations are. Many times people might not be able to do what you want them to do, but understand that limitations. Be a little bit of empathetic this week. So your actions might change the whole situation. So be kind to people in this way. Say, try to understand other limitations, understand other people's what they could not do, rather than that what they could do for you will be something that you should be focusing this week if you want to avoid a side kind of disagreements and shit show in life in this week overall. All right, it sounds very creepy, but I believe that's the thing. That's the catch. It's if you change it, the reaction changes. All right, all the best. And if you want to book a paid private reading, only option, go to my YouTube channel, Let's Ask Tarot, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be grateful. And if you want to be a member, that will be extra grateful. And also copy the email address from there. Send me an email. Keep an eye on your junk mail folder. Let's Ask Tarot is the channel name, and my email address, divinemothersguidance@gmail.com. I'll see you there. Take care. Bye.